Hello everyone, this video is how to wire the servo motors and how to animate my animatronic head. First, we're going to want to wire up the positives and negatives to the servos. These ones in particular have 3 wires on them. The one on the right, the brown cord, is the negative, then the red is the positive, and the yellow is how to control it. All of the top row up here is negative, this bottom right here is positive. So I'll take a dark colored wire for the negative, plug it in, and I'll take a lighter color for the positive, plug that one into the middle, and then plug it into the positive. Now for this bottom servo, the wire will not reach. So I will take one of these that are open on both ends, plug that in, and take another one of these, plug that in. Now it'll be long enough. Now we will connect each one of these to the board here. We want to plug them into these D pins. So I'll take one of these wires that has a pin on each side, and then we'll connect it with one that doesn't. Now we'll take the eyelid servo and plug it into the yellow port. Then this end will plug into the D2 slot. Like that. Then you will do this for the rest of the servos. Now this wire is a little too short, so I'll make it a little longer. Now that all of those wires are plugged into the board, we're going to want to put the positive and negative power from the board to a breadboard. So we'll take one of these wires that has a pin on one side, the dark color here. You will find the ground pin on the end. Plug that in, and then we'll make the cord longer. And then plug that into the negative side on the board. Then we'll take some longer colors here with some lighter colors. Plug that into the 5 volt. And then that will go to the positive on the board. Now that you have that, you want to grab your portable power supply here and plug in the USB cord that you get into it. You're going to want to grab a light color and a dark color 2-pin wire. You're going to want to plug the lighter color into the positive red cord here. Close this, make sure it's in there. and the other wire into the other side. Then I will make this a little bit longer and then plug the positive and negatives into the board. The power supply is on, so it's powering the Arduino board. You're going to want to plug this in. We'll get a laptop or PC to plug this into. So you're going to want to go to the Bottango software, download it for your device, and install it. After it is installed, we're going to create a new project. We're going to want to go to the hardware tab up here in the top right corner, then go to your driver settings. You're going to want to select the port. This is the port on your laptop or PC that the Arduino board is connected to. We're going to select that, and it should automatically connect with this green dot here. We're going to go to the build tab. We're going to create a new part. We're going to do a servo. We're going to put in a pin. The first pin should be the number 2 pin. I'm going to then set this live. And as you can see, after I press these buttons, the eyelids will move. So I'm going to name this one eyelids. Then to adjust how far the eyelids move, we'll do this little, you'll use this little slider down here and move it until the servo moves to its final position. It cannot move any farther. Same with the back. Now that I have a full range of movement, then we can also adjust the speed, the max speed. If we turn it up to 10,000 and the jog speed to 100, the servo will move much faster. We can even do faster than that. Then we can create another part, create another servo, set it to pin 3, and make it live. As you can see, this one is the eyes. So I'll make sure that the right goes all the way and the left goes all the way. And then I'll adjust the middle to make sure that it centers. And I will adjust the speed. And I will do this for the rest of the servos. Now for the head tilt, I will keep this one a little bit slower just because too fast can make it wobble. The movement will still be very noticeable. On the head turn, I'm going to go ahead before I adjust it to lower the speed once again to make sure that it doesn't wobble and that it looks good. As you can see, the servo went just a little too far, so I'll move that just before it starts moving it back the other direction. Now he is fully set up. Now he's fully set up. I will show you how to animate. Go to the animate tab here. Now you can individually animate each movement by moving the slider and the timing. Now this is very time consuming. An easier way that I like to use is going down to your live input controls. By doing this, I can select the eyelids and correlating it to a button on my keyboard. So by pressing Q, I can now move the eyelids. Then I can add another control. This one will be the eyes. Now for the eyes, you want them to be 2 button. So we will add another button, E. So when I press E, it will look one way, and when I press W, it'll look the other, centering in the center. And I will do that for the rest of them. Mouth, head lean, and then the head turn. Once again, I will put onto 2 different buttons, Z and X. Now it is turning a little fast. As you can see, it wobbles a lot. So all I'm going to do is turn the speed down. I'll turn the speed down to around 35%, which will make the head turn a lot more smoothly. Now I can enter the practice mode. And when I press buttons on the keyboard, it makes the animatronic move. Now I can animate it. These over here, red circles, are which servos are active in the animation. So I'm going to deselect each one of these so that I can do just one at a time. For this one, I will do just the eyelids. I will first set the position that I want them to start in. Then by pressing Q while recording, I can make the eyelids move. After the recording's over, I can deselect it and then select my eyes. Then I can do the mouth. Then the head tilt. Make sure your power supply is on by pressing the button on the side so you can see it light up. If you do not, then the servos will do like they just did and won't move like they should. So for the last servo motor will be the head turn. Now the animation is fully over. When I press the spacebar, it will move. Now that I've shown you how to do an animation, I will show you how to put music to this animation. First, you want to create a new animation. You can name it whatever you want it to be. Then the duration of it. I will keep this one at 20 seconds. Then you can go to your import tab. You want to import you can import any music. You want to make sure that you have a WAV file. You can do this by going to websites to convert your audio files to WAV. Once I have it selected, I can then import it. Go back to the animate tab, add a track, then add an audio track. Then I have audio onto the track, and I can animate my animatronic to the music. If you have any questions or concerns or problems that you're having with your animatronic, please feel free to leave a comment or message me on Etsy.